In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace an inner tie rod on a Jeep Cherokee, which is located behind the front wheel. You want to raise and support your vehicle safely. You want to take out these 5 19mm bolts. They are not lug nuts. Put this back in by hand a little bit so the wheel doesn't fall off when you take that 5th one out. Now that we have the wheel off and we have clear view of the inner and outer tie rods, we're going to start by loosening this jam nut. It is a 24mm nut. Now you can take off your 18mm nut for your outer tie rod. Give this a little tap. And pop that out of the knuckle. Now that you have the outer off, you want to count the turns turning counterclockwise out. Remember that number. Count your turns. 1, 2, 3, 15, 16. Remember that number? Results may vary. Now you take that jam nut off. I'm going to take some pliers, squeeze these 2 clamps together, and slide it off. Give it a tap. Take it out. These inner clamps are one-time use only. When taking the boot out, you can take a screwdriver, just poke in here, just spin it around, let that boot spin. Take your screwdriver out and give her a pull. Quick inspection and put it off to the side. Now you can take your inner tie rod in a removal tool and installer tool. Slide it on. These come in all shapes, sizes. This is the one I have. Once your tie rod tool is on, just turn it counterclockwise. Once you break it free, you can remove your tool and you turn it counterclockwise. And there it is. After you get that inner tie rod out, you just want to clean around this area and inspect it. Make sure there's no debris, nothing's cracked or broken. You can install that inner tie rod by turning it clockwise by hand. You can get your tool and tighten it. After you install your inner tie rod tool, you just want to tighten it. We're going to snug it up and give it a little extra just to make sure it's secure. And then remove your tool. You can apply some of the grease that came with the inner tie rod around this ball and socket, keep the moisture out, and also around the shaft here where the boot spins. My suggestion is put the wire tie together and on, not all the way, and it will just help you once you get to install it and it's deep in there and you can't get your hands on it. Once you get your bellows boot on, you can take your wire tie, just tighten it. And then you want to cut off the access. If your clamp on the outside is still in good condition, use that. If not, you can use a wire tie. Now you can take a little bit of anti-seize, go on the inside of the threads. You don't want to go on the outside because you're going to put that jam nut on. Spin that down. Now you can apply some anti-seize to the outer. Now we install our outer tie rod, remembering that number when we took it apart. 1, 2, 3, 15, 16. Now take your outer tie rod, slide it into your knuckle, and put your nut on. You want to tighten that up. And you're going to torque that at 22 foot-pounds. You want to tighten your jam nut counterclockwise until it bottoms out against the outer tie rod. And for your reinstall, line up your holes. Put these in by hand so you don't cross thread. And give them a snug. Now that we have our wheels back on the ground, we're going to torque these at 100 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner. Okay guys, you're almost done. You want to hop in that driver's seat, take it for a nice road test, make sure there's no funny noises, and then take it for a four-wheel alignment.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.